Dark space fills the screen with drifting stars and mysterious music building tension. There's one rule in the galaxy that every species obeys without question: never wake the humans. No one remembers why. No one dares to ask. The humans sleep in massive cryo-arks, drifting between stars like ghost ships older than empires. But what happens when someone finally breaks the rule? Sudden alarm lights flash. An ancient ark awakens with blazing energy. Today, you're about to find out why the most advanced civilizations in the universe are terrified of sleepy people in pajamas. The title blazes across the screen in bold letters: "Never wake the human. Stars drift through the void like ancient lanterns suspended in endless darkness." For thousands of years, the civilizations of the galaxy have lived by a single, unbreakable law: never wake the humans. The humans lie asleep inside colossal cryo-arks that wander between stars, silent as frozen moons. Their ships are older than empires, older than wars, older than memory itself. Entire civilizations have risen and fallen while the humans remained in dreamless rest. Among the galaxy's many species, the Zalari are considered the pinnacle of evolution. These crystalline beings glow with shifting inner light, capable of bending light and matter with elegant precision. Their technology rivals the gods of ancient myth. But even they, proud, powerful, brilliant, follow the ancient rule without question. Near the edge of the Varelian Nebula, a Zalari research vessel drifts cautiously toward one of the human arks. The massive ship looms in the distance, its battered hull somehow still pristine, humming with incomprehensible power. Aboard the research vessel, senior researcher Zen hovers near his console, his crystalline body pulsing with soft blue light as data streams through his consciousness. Fascinating. The hull composition defies our understanding. Energy readings suggest technology at least 10,000 years more advanced than our own. Yet it simply drifts, waiting. Beside him, his assistant Kish flickers with barely contained excitement. Where Zen glows with calm blue wisdom, Kish sparkles with orange-yellow curiosity. Fascinating. The hull composition defies our understanding. Energy readings suggest technology at least 10,000 years more advanced than our own. Yet it simply drifts, waiting. Beside him, his assistant Kish flickers with barely contained excitement. Where Zen glows with calm blue wisdom, Kish sparkles with orange-yellow curiosity. Senior researcher, what do you think they're like? The humans. Why do they sleep? No one knows, young one. And that is precisely why we maintain distance. The law exists for a reason. But surely a small scan wouldn't. Zen's light flashes red, a warning. Kish. The law is absolute. Humans sleep, and the galaxy remains safe. That is all we need to know. Zen exits the observation chamber, leaving Kish alone with the massive ark floating in the viewport. But curiosity, as any scientist knows, grows like gravity, invisible, relentless, pulling you toward the unknown. The moment Zen leaves, Kish activates a small handheld probe. Just a quick scan, he tells himself. Just one reading. What harm could it do? The probe emits a soft hum as it floats toward the massive human ark, closing the distance meter by meter, its faint blue glow reflecting off the ancient hull. In the history of the galaxy, many disasters have begun with the words, "What harm could it do?" The probe touches the energy field. The ark awakens, not gradually, not gently, but like a giant startled from a deep dream. Lights blaze across its surface in patterns of breathtaking complexity. Ancient engines rumble to life with such force that the Zalari research vessel shakes violently. Systems dormant for millennia flare with brilliant, terrifying power. Kish's glow fades to almost nothing, his form trembling with terror. Oh no! Oh no no no! Zen rushes back into the chamber, his light flashing red with alarm. What have you done? He tries desperately to shut down the awakening sequence, his crystalline hands moving across controls at impossible speed. But human technology is so far beyond their understanding, it might as well be magic. Nothing works. The awakening continues. Inside the ark, cryo chambers begin to ignite one by one, lighting up like constellations being reborn. Row after row, level after level, millions of chambers flicker to life. Alarms scream through the Zalari vessel. Emergency protocols activate automatically. Within minutes, Zalari warships pour into the region from every direction, surrounding the Ark in a defensive ring of glowing crystalline vessels. The High Commander's voice cuts through every communication channel, his form burning nearly violet with fury. "Zan, report immediately. Have you lost your mind? You've broken the most sacred law in galactic history." "Commander, I can explain, it was an accident. You've awakened an entire human ARK. Do you understand what you've..." The commander's voice cuts off mid-sentence. A deep vibration echoes through every vessel in the system. It's not a sound exactly, more like a frequency that resonates in the bones of every species, in the crystal structure of every Zalari, in the very fabric of space itself. Then, a voice, deep, groggy, and distinctly irritated, crackles through every transmission line in the system. "Who woke us up?" Silence ripples outward like a shockwave. Ships freeze in place. Commanders dim their lights. Even the stars seem to pause. The voice sounds annoyed, like someone disturbed from a really good nap. "Seriously? Who did it?" "Because we were having a great sleep." Panic spreads through the Zalari fleet. Some ships begin slowly backing away. Others scan frantically for any sign of weapons activation from the Ark. The High Commander's light flickers between colors rapidly: purple fear, red alarm, orange confusion. Prepare a diplomatic response, he finally manages. Full ceremonial protocol. Ancient apology ritual. Everything we have. Hours later, the Zalari assemble their finest diplomatic boarding party. They polish their crystalline forms until they shine like perfect diamonds. They rehearse ancient apologies in 17 languages. They prepare gifts of rare minerals and light sculptures. The boarding tunnel extends toward the human Ark with agonizing slowness. Every Zalari in the party trembles with barely contained terror. This is it. First contact with humanity in thousands of years. The moment that will define their civilization's future. The airlock door slides open with a hiss. Standing on the other side are humans. In pajamas. With messy hair. And weary expressions. Steam curls from cups they hold in their hands. One human, tall with tired eyes and spectacular bedhead, takes a long sip from his cup and stares at the glowing Zalari delegation. "So," he says flatly, "you're the ones who woke up the whole species." The Zalari freeze. The lead diplomat's form flashes through every color in rapid succession, terror made visible. "Great and terrible humans," the diplomat begins, bowing so deeply his crystalline body nearly touches the floor. "We offer our most profound and ancient apologies for this unforgivable transgression against the sacred law. We come bearing gifts," and the human holds up one hand. "Yeah, no. Stop. Too early for speeches." Another human stumbles in, holding a half-empty mug, eyes barely open. "Do we still have pizza?" "Pizza?" The first human turns to check a console. "Let me see. No. Pizza hasn't existed for about 8,000 years. "What?" The second human's anguished cry echoes through the docking bay with such raw emotional devastation that two Zalari aides literally crack under the pressure, fractures appearing in their crystalline forms. "Also no coffee. We're drinking synthetic substitute Alpha 7. This is the worst day of my life." The Zalari diplomat's light flickers with confusion. These are the legendary humans. These sleepy, complaining creatures in soft clothing. Within hours, humans begin assembling in the central hall of their Ark. Tens of thousands at first, then hundreds of thousands, then millions, all newly awakened, all tired, all deeply annoyed. They crowd around massive displays showing the ship's ancient logs. Arguments break out. "Wait, why are we awake? Someone touched the Ark apparently. Who programmed the auto-wake protocol?" "That was Steve." "Steve's an idiot. Steve's been asleep for 9,000 years, he can't defend himself." The Zalari watch the chaotic broadcast in growing confusion. Where is the military command structure? Where are the terrifying weapons? Why is everyone arguing about someone named Steve? Finally, a human leader steps onto the central platform, raising her hands for silence. "Okay everyone, I've read the logs. I know what happened." The crowd quiets, millions of faces turning toward her. "So, apparently, all the alien species in the galaxy think we've been sleeping because our world died, or because we're too dangerous to be awake, or because of some ancient curse." Silence. Then someone in the back starts giggling, the giggle spreads. Within seconds, the entire hall erupts in uncontrollable laughter. Millions of humans laughing so hard that tears stream down their faces, doubling over, gasping for breath. The Zalari watch in complete bewilderment. The human leader wipes tears from her eyes and addresses the galaxy through the open broadcast. Okay, listen. Everyone listening, all you alien species out there, I need you to hear this very carefully. Every ship in the system focuses on her words. We weren't asleep because of danger. We weren't hiding from anything. We weren't cursed. We weren't defeated. She pauses for effect. We just got bored. The Zalari High Commander's light flickers. Bored? Yeah, bored. We solved everything. Energy crisis? Solved. Faster than light travel? Done. Curing death? Figured it out. Universal translators? Easy. We even solved the physics of perfect laundry folding. Another human chimes in. That one took 300 years. Right, but we did it. We ran out of challenges. We answered every question we could think of. We built everything we wanted to build. We explored everything worth exploring. Philosophy, mathematics, art, science, we did it all. She shrugs. So we decided to take a break. See what the universe came up with while we were gone. Maybe when we woke up, there'd be something interesting to do again. The High Commander's voice is barely a whisper. You mean, the ancient law? Never wake the humans. Oh, a human Tex laughs. Yeah, we wrote that. It was a joke. We thought it would be funny to make it sound ominous. We forgot about it during cryo sleep. Every Zalari in the fleet experiences what can only be described as a collective existential crisis. Once the confusion settles and the humans finish their coffee, synthetic but acceptable, they get to work. And by work, they mean casually reorganizing the entire galaxy. A human engineer adjusts a nearby star's output by 17%, improving planetary lighting for 3 inhabited worlds. There. That's better. Your crops will grow faster now. The Zalari who've maintained those systems for centuries stare in shock. How did you? That should be impossible. Nah, you just need to account for stellar magnetic field fluctuations. Here, I'll send you the math. Another team installs massive communication towers across 5 sectors, providing free high-speed quantum entangled connections to anyone who wants it. Internet for everyone, they announce cheerfully. We call it the Galactic Wi-Fi Initiative. Password is password 123, we'll fix that later. A human xenobiologist encounters a terrifying void spawn, a nightmare creature that feeds on fear itself and teaches it to enjoy hot chocolate. See? You just gotta warm it up to exactly 73 degrees. Add mini marshmallows. There you go, buddy. The void spawn, now docile and happy, makes a sound like purring and knits a tiny scarf. Galactic leaders gather aboard a massive station to witness humanity's return. Some arrive in terror, others in fascination, all in confusion. Humans wander among them in slippers and comfortable clothing, offering snacks and drinks like friendly neighbors who happen to know quantum engineering by instinct. Try this. It's called a donut. Circular pastry. We invented it because circles are efficient and delicious. Would you like some tea? We have 47 varieties. Here, let me fix your warp drive. You're losing about 30% efficiency because of harmonic resonance. Easy fix. The Zalari High Commander approaches the human leader cautiously. I don't understand. Your species possesses technology beyond our comprehension. You could conquer the entire galaxy in a matter of weeks. Why do you make donuts? She smiles warmly. Because what's the point of having incredible technology if you can't use it to make life better? We're not interested in conquest. We've been there, done that, got bored. We'd rather just hang out, help people, solve problems, make good food. But the legends, the warnings, yeah, we were pretty intense back in the day. All work, no play. That's actually why we went to sleep. We'd become so focused on achievement that we forgot to enjoy existence. This time around, we're taking it easy. Over the following year, the galaxy transforms. Trade routes flourish with human-designed efficiency. Conflicts cool as humans casually mediate disputes with common sense and excellent coffee. Art and culture explode as species begin exchanging ideas freely through the new networks. Zalari warships add coffee stations because humans insist it's essential for morale. Even the void spawn start community knitting circles. Zen watches the changes with awe. His young assistant Kish, once terrified, now laughs alongside humans as they explain absurd concepts like karaoke diplomacy and competitive sandwich making. One day, during a massive interstellar gathering in a station lounge full of comfortable reclining chairs, the human leader yawns loudly in the middle of a speech about improved agricultural techniques. Someone asks if she's alright. She shrugs. Yeah, just been awake for a while now. Maybe too long. The room falls silent. Every species present senses what's coming. Wait, the High Commander says quickly. You can't be thinking of going back to sleep. She smiles apologetically. Yeah, we've been up for over a year. That's a long time for us. We've done what we came to do, met everyone, shared what we know, fixed a few things. Now we're getting tired again. Panic ripples through the assembly. But the galaxy needs you. We've only just begun to learn from you. The Crexian disputes are still unresolved. Who will maintain the communication networks? Please, you can't leave now. The human leader raises her hands gently. Hey, it's okay. We're leaving detailed instructions this time. Very detailed. You'll be fine. Better than fine, actually. You've all proven you're more than capable. But what if something goes wrong? Then you'll figure it out. That's what sapient species do. We have faith in you. She pauses, then grins. Besides, we're not disappearing forever. Just taking another nap. Wake us up if you really need us. Or if you invent something cool. Or if pizza comes back. The ancient law still stands. Not because you have to fear us, but because it's polite. Let us sleep. We trust you'll make the galaxy even better while we're gone. Humans begin preparing their cryopods again. They work efficiently, familiar with the routine. They pack away their belongings, save their files, update their logs. Species from across the galaxy gather to watch the sleeper fleet power down once more. It feels like saying goodbye to friends you only just met. One by one, humans climb into their pods. They wave cheerfully. They crack final jokes. They promise to dream of the galaxy that awaits them next time. See you in a few thousand years. Don't break anything while we're gone. Seriously though, try to invent pizza again. It's important. Zern stands with Kish aboard their vessel, watching as the enormous ark's lights begin to dim. They arrived like a storm, Zern says softly. Reshaped everything. And now they depart like a dream fading at dawn. Do you think they'll come back? Kish asks. Oh yes. When they get curious again. When they get bored. When the galaxy creates something worth waking up for. Zern's light pulses with warmth. And this time, we'll be ready with coffee. The last human waves from her pod before the lid seals. The ark's engines power down. Systems fall silent. The great ship drifts peacefully among the stars once more. The galaxy slowly learns to carry on. Systems remain stable. The networks continue functioning. Conflicts stay calm. Cultures keep sharing and growing. The gifts the humans left behind, tools, ideas, jokes, coffee recipes, hope, become the foundation for a new era of cooperation and peace. And somewhere deep in space, the humans sleep again, dreaming whatever dreams come to those who've seen everything, waiting for a day when curiosity or boredom will bring them back. For now, peace holds and the rule endures. Never wake the humans unless they decide it's time.